Hello, my name is Dr. Nadine Kaslow, and I am APA's 2014 President. It is my hope that this short video will provide you an informative and helpful update on the changes that are taking place within the APA governance structure. Thank you very much for taking a few minutes to learn more about these improvements. In 2010, APA embarked on an evaluation and potential redesign of its governance. Our current structure, in place since 1945, was designed for a smaller association and a slower world. As you may have guessed, the evaluation, called the Good Governance Project, found many areas in which APA could be nimbler, more responsive, and more effective. The three-year process culminated in the Good Governance Project team, a working group of 16 APA members, creating 7 recommendations to strengthen the association's governance process and better align it with the APA strategic plan. Last August, in a historic meeting, the APA Council of Representatives, that is Council, approved 6 of those 7 recommendations. The 6 approved recommendations were to 1, enhance the use of technology to bring more member voices into governance and to expand communication among governance members and between governance and the general membership. 2, develop a program that would create a new pipeline for leadership in APA governance. 3, create a triage system that would enable governance to work efficiently and nimbly on new issues without duplicative efforts. 4, expand the Council's scope to focus on directing and informing major policy issues and ensuring policy is aligned with APA's mission and strategic plan. 5, delegate responsibility for budget and internal policy matters to APA's Board of Directors for a 3-year trial period. And 6, change the composition of APA's Board of Directors to be more representative of APA's membership, to include 6 members at large, including an early career member, elected by and drawn from the membership, with the candidates selected based on a needs assessment following an open nominations process. These recommendations, all endorsed by Council, will allow this governing body to focus its time and expertise on the mission-focused issues that confront psychology. They will allow Council to more proactively address the issues and opportunities emerging within the discipline. Council also created an implementation work group charged with crafting plans for putting the adopted recommendations into practice. This work group, chaired by Melba Vasquez and co-chaired by Bill Strickland, has met twice this winter and will deliver its first report to Council in February in 2014. Concerning the 7th recommendation, one that focused on Council itself, although Council members agreed that a substantive change in its structure is needed to enhance the body's effectiveness, in their allocated meeting time, they were unable to decide on what form that change should take. As a next step for this recommendation, Council asked the implementation work group to further develop 2 proposed templates. One template calls for modifying the current constituent-based model by providing 1 unit, 1 vote for each APA division and state, provincial, and territorial psychological association, and adding seats for other prospective groups and affiliated organizations. The second template includes some elements from the first template, including providing 1 unit, 1 vote for divisions and state, provincial, and territorial psychological associations. It also adds disciplinary, that is mission-based seats, such as for education, science, public interest, practice, and health, as well as diversity representatives, such as from ethnic minority psychological associations, early career psychologists, and graduate students. Both models would result in a smaller council. Currently, the council has 162 members from APA divisions and state, provincial, and territorial psychological associations, plus members of the Board of Directors. It is anticipated that the new structure would result in 134 to 140 members, not including the board of directors, a better-sized group for the think tank and policy formulation work that is envisioned. Many of the adopted changes, making greater use of technology, for example, can be put into place without any changes to the association rules or bylaws. Implementation of those changes will start this year. Any changes to the board of directors or council structure must be approved by the membership through a bylaws amendment. The bylaws ballot is expected to be sent to members for a vote this coming fall, once the council has approved any structural changes. What's particularly exciting about these changes is the way they will position council to be more responsive to the changing environment and utilize its time more strategically. A new structure will allow council to devote more of its time to issues members are most concerned about, such as research funding, psychology's role in integrated healthcare, the future of psychology education and training, and advocacy for the profession. I'm also extremely encouraged by the ways these approved recommendations will allow for more participation by rank-and-file APA members in the association's governance process. For example, we will make use of, quote, quick polls to survey the membership on issues before the governance. We want to hear from you and encourage your participation. For my part, I will work hard to keep you up to date on the coming changes and improvements and to share the ways in which we incorporate the feedback we receive. Thank you for your continuing support for our discipline through your membership, and thank you for watching.